Hey everyone, have a hi here, bring another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. In this video, we're going to be doing, again, another edition of Best Teams on Global. This is the pre-6-year anniversary edition, basically taking the spot of the June 2021 edition. But because we have this anniversary right around the corner, a lot of things are going to change. So I figured I'd make the final list before the incredible changes from the 6-year anniversary. So with that, if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. And before we dive into it, quick disclaimer: the term best teams is my opinion and it's purely subjective. There is no official tier list or best teams ranking from Akatsuki or Bandai. Any references or research sources will be linked in the description below. Now, how I rank my teams is a lot different from probably a lot of other individuals. I don't do like a general tier list when it comes to just standalone. Standalone is totally different list that I would actually maybe do in the future. But how I rank my teams, primarily it's going to be based off of the game mode effectiveness, the amount of things that it can actually do, overall gameplay, relevancy, bench and flexibility is very important to me, and of course everything else, leader skill, damage output, and things of that nature, right? So when I do the ranking here, I just don't focus on like Dokkan events, because every team now these days can do a Dokkan event. I'm looking at, can it do multiple modes and how effective are they in all these different modes, you know, Ultimate Clash, Dragon Ball History. But primarily now these days, the three hardest events in Dokkan now is Fighting Legend Goku, the GT version, Super Battle Road, and Extreme Super Battle Road. And of course in May we got the category Extreme Super Battle Roads and the GT Legendary Goku event, which is the toughest things on Global at this point in time. 6-year anniversary is going to change that with the Battle of the Gods event. But when you start thinking about if the team can do a no item run on any of these events here, you got to give it its kudos, right? So it's not all about damage. You have to have some defense as well, and bench flexibility, and being able to do things, you know, differently and have some flexibility. So that's the reason why I have this best teams ranking a lot different. And previously in the May, I did a huge mistake. Had a viewer point something out to me. I was like, you know what, you're absolutely right. I totally whiffed on that. So this was the previous ranking here. However, I omitted Space Traveling Warriors, and that will be submitted back into the top 10 here. And this will drop a team out. Now we're going to actually show you which team actually drops out of the top 10 here, because we're going to do honorable mentions right now. And it's kind of a surprise, but not a surprise, because once again, how I rank my teams is a little different. And look at the honorable mentions here. You'll see the numbers. I'll make sense of those in a second. But the honorable mentions of the Boo team, the Cooler team, even Kefla, Realm of Gods is now dropped off of the top 10, which sounds crazy, but I'll explain why. And then Universal Survivor Saga and U7 is off the list here. So the numbers you see down there is the first number is the amount of Super Battle Roads it can complete, and then you have Extreme Super Battle Roads, the second number, and if it has a third number, that's if it can do the Legendary Goku event GT with a no item run. And yes, you can see the Boo team can. However, it can only do 6 Super Battle Roads and 3 Extreme Super Battle Roads, which is a little bit less than the other teams that I'm going to be featuring on the top 10 list here. Cooler can't do a no item run GT, neither can Kefla's team, and then Realm of Gods and Super Saiyan Blue Cow can. Yeah, it's, you know, it's pretty much unable to do. So every team on the top 10 list can do a no item run Legendary Goku event GT. So that's the reason why these are left off. And I know it's tough to say, okay, well, one mode shouldn't take a team off, but it does. I have to rank it some way, and that's one of the kind of criterias of being a top team, right? So anyway, so that's what I'm actually going to now transition to, is the top 10 here. And once again, the reason why I actually had the honorable mentions was to explain that, and hopefully I'm going to go quicker than my previous videos, because this list is going to be very similar. And if you want a little bit more in depth, definitely go back in the previous May video to maybe get some more in-depth info on these teams. So first and foremost, coming in at number 10 is Super Saiyans, primarily Super Saiyans. Yes, it does have Planet Namek Saga, but that secondary leader skill isn't really worth much. And that's using the Namek Goku here. The resume shows a 7 Super Battle Road, a 2 Extreme Super Battle Road, and a GT event as a no item run, no problem here. So this team here is a very fun team to use. It did get a slight upgrade, not really, because I don't know, it doesn't really run very well on this team here, which is the boys. So you can bring in certain units that can work out fine, but the boys definitely does better on its own team. But yes, this is the Super Saiyans team in number 10. This is the GT no item run team that you can run here. This is the one that I actually ended up using, and yeah, no problem here. It can also have a really strong strength mono strength team here as well. So coming in at number 10 is the Namek Goku Super Saiyans category. So coming in at number 9 is movie bosses. So movie bosses slash full power slash planetary destruction, but generally movie bosses here. We're showing you the OG full power movie leader here because it can do 7 Super Battle Roads, 2 Extreme Super Battle Roads, and then no item run GT Goku event. It could also do something special here as well. It's one of the best teams that you can run for World Tournament, where Super Saiyans you're not able to really do that. So it did get a little bit of a slight boost, even though the resume looks very similar. So I ended up actually putting movie bosses 1 spot higher. Now, you can of course run the OG physical Broly, but you can run the new Int Broly here as well, and very strong unit. And unfortunately, it can only do 5 Super Battle Roads as a leader here. And of course, you cannot bring the LR Strength Easy A Broly either. And if you wanted to do that, you can maybe do something like this and bring in the AGL Turles as a leader, and then friend the Int Legendary Super Saiyan, so you can actually run LR Easy A Broly along with Tech Broly, and that's a heck of a combination. So anyway, this is the team that I ran for the No Item Run GT event, so you can check that out there, and you can probably bring like the Easy A Tapion here as well as a opportunity to run this no item run. But anyway, coming in number 9 is planetary destruction slash full powers, but really slash movie bosses is number 9. So coming in at number 8 and number 7, it's always tough for me to explain why I have these teams so low. The final trump card is so low because it's a 150 lead. So even though I know 150 is still one of the stronger leader skills, the discount, right? It's 20% off of attack, but that's just for one leader. If you add the friend, that's 40% off from 170. So that's quite an undertaking, right? So this is all combined here. Final trump card with Patara slash Fusion as well. So you can run either of the leaders. As you can see, it has a really great resume though, right? 8 Super Battle Roads with 4 Extreme Super Battle Roads being able to do, and of course Legendary Goku Event GT is no item run, no problem. If you're gonna run the Gogeta, it's a little bit slightly lower when it comes to Super Battle Roads with 7 versus 8. So these are the two teams you can run here with these leaders, and then with kind of Patara as probably the stronger rather than Fusion. This is the different types of teams you can run here as well. So you can also run a full Vegito team as well. Very strong team you can run if you're going to run that. And where's the GT? Did I not have the GT option on here? No item run GT? Huh. I guess I missed it somewhere, but anyway, I think my May video had the no item run GT final trump card, but you can probably just run this team here and no item run it fairly well. So anyway, coming in at number 8 is final trump card, primarily with the Vegito as the leader here. So once again, 150. Coming in at number 7 is the other 150 team, which is slightly better than, I won't say slightly, yeah, I guess slightly better because of the leader in and of itself. It's Pure Saiyans. The transformation Vegeta is a very ancient and old unit. It is definitely the weakest spot, and you have to run it as the leader here for Pure Saiyans. So very tough. Yes, you can run the AGO as well if you want more defense. Definitely could do that, but I'm just focusing on the 150 total overall. But the amount of different units that you can run on Pure Saiyans, the flexibility of it all, it's a World Tournament approved. It's just too good to not have it in the top 10 list, even though it's at 150. You can argue it's higher, but once again, the transforming Vegeta doesn't make the case here. But the combinations, boy, you can run circles around other teams here. The largest bench, without a doubt. 8 Super Battle Roads, 3 Extreme Super Battle Roads, which is very, very good resume there. So you can run a full Broly team. You can do these combinations. Yeah, you can do a very, very flexible team. So this is the GT event that No Adam run with this team here. You can use the Broly, use Super Vegito. Yeah, there's a bunch of units you can run down below, but this is what I ended up actually using. So coming in number 7, still in the top 10, is Pure Saiyans. Coming in number 6, this was a hard spot for me to say, oh yeah, do I drop them 2 spots here? Because it seems like basically everything that you've seen so far from May has just dropped 1 spot down, right? So in June here, I'm going to have to drop the Future Saga team down a peg, 2 pegs, from number 4 to number 6, because I am going to add a team above the 2 here. Even though the resume is fantastic, 8 Super Battle Roads with 3 Extreme Super Battle Roads and World Tournament approved. But man, it's not as relevant as it used to. The Future Saga with the Super Class at 120, it's a great secondary leader skill. It's just, it provides a lot of flexibility. But if I have to discount 150, I definitely have to discount 120. So if I'm just focusing on Future in and of itself, this is the kind of team that you're going to bring. Isn't as synergized, I would say, as maybe some others. But if you wanted to do a No Adam run, like your Goku event, it's pretty simple with the Future Saga. So there you have it. Coming in number 6, unfortunately, I dropped it down a couple pegs, is Future Saga with Transformation Trunks. Now, let's go ahead and get into the top 5. Top 5 here. And 4 and 5, definitely interchangeable, but I'm going to give number 4 spot its due. I'll show you what that is going to be in a second. So number 5 actually is going to be Hybrid Saiyans / Saviors / Bana Master Disciple. Now, here's the thing. You see on the bottom there, you're like, well, wait a minute. Gohan can only do 5 Super Battle Roads and 4 Extreme Super Battle Roads. So why didn't you discount, this? But Hybrid Saiyans in general, you can not only run this unit as a leader, you can also run this unit as a leader. And this, you can run 7 Super Battle Roads with 3 Extreme Super Battle Roads. So that's the reason why Hybrid Saiyans is now propped up so high, is because of the int Future Gohan versus the ridiculously amazing Tech Ultimate Gohan, right? But this team, crazy good. Defensively, offensively, it's just amazing. You can run now with the boys. The boys is considered, of course, Hybrid Saiyans, so you can run a team something like this here as well. And the Bana Master Disciple, it's a little bit of a change, but still very, very workable here. And of course, you can also run the Beerus, Whis, and Vados combo, which is extremely fun. So definitely check that out. But if you want to know how to run GT, man, it's a breeze, especially with the Transformation Ultimate Gohan. So the Tech Gohan is a beast, right? So anyway, come in number 5 with Saviors, Bana Master Disciple, but primarily Hybrid Saiyans, and we're using either Int Gohan, Future Gohan, or the Tech Transformation Ultimate Gohan as the leader. So coming in number 4, like I said, I want to give the number 4 its due, and that is going to be Space Traveling Warriors. And I can't believe I didn't realize. I was like, man, Space Traveling Warriors, that's tough to do a no item run. I couldn't do it. And then I was like, wait a minute, Time Travelers. There's a bunch of stacking units and Time Travelers, and I just totally flubbed on that when I was kind of just testing and doing some runs. So this team in of itself is the best extreme team that you could run. No doubt about it. So 7 Super Battle Roads, 3 Extreme Super Battle Roads, World Tournament approved, through and through. Great team to run here, but the synergy of this is just crazy, right? The amount of additional support just makes this team even stronger, and it can do an incredible strength team like this right here, right? So full strength team, one of the best mono teams that you can run is the Space Traveling Warriors, Time Travelers, triple support here. Now you can also run a super team, which is not very usual, right? You can run Beerus and a Jiren combination, so but you can run that on the Space Traveling Warriors, and then of course the GT no item run. This is how I ended up actually doing it, using some Time Travelers. Even though it's running at 150, you stack up that defense and you're going to be good to go. So coming in at number 4, yeah, I'm sorry that I left you off, Bojack, but yeah, Space Traveling Warriors, number 4, the best extreme team that you can run in the game, pre-6-year anniversary, which I don't think is going to change much because there's really not much extreme units that really come out anyway. So coming in at number 3 is 3, 2, and 1. I'll just tell you straight up right now, it didn't really change. So even though there's some upgrades on both of the 2 and 3, and maybe not so on the 1, I just didn't feel like it justified any moves. So coming in number 3 is Kamehameha. Of course, this is the full Dokkan Festival exclusive team that you don't have to run, but you can run it like this, and it still can actually do very well. More efficiently, you can run it like this. The nice thing about the new upgrade, right, with the boys, is that Krillin is finally a TU hard support unit for Kamehameha. Before then, you were running the non-awakened Great Saiyaman 2 World Tournament unit, but finally we get that support unit here. 8 Super Battle Roads, 3 Extreme Super Battle Roads, and once again, really easily being able to do the GT Goku event here. You can run more like a Gogeta team here, which is kind of fun. Of course, you can run the boys now as the Gohan as leader, or you can run boys in of itself because they are also a Kamehameha leader with Gifted Warriors as a secondary leader skill here, and the team that they can build really strong as well. But as you can see here, it can only do 6 Super Battle Roads with 3 Extreme Super Battle Roads, so you're kind of better off with the AGL Transformation Gohan if you want to do more events and have more game mode effect of this, right? So anyway, coming in at number 3, Kamehameha, sticking to that spot. I can easily move them to number 2, even to number 1, but I think the rest is just going to stay pat prior to this anniversary here. So coming number 2 then, if it's going to stay pat, is Go Bros, Siblings Bond, Goku's Family. Still one of the best leader skills in the game by far. And unfortunately, it's just Go Bros isn't as good as it used to be, right? It's not aging as well, but still a super strong unit. The Siblings Bond did get a nice upgrade defensively, that is for the LR Tapion with the EZA Tapion. You're going to be able to tank a lot of events this way. Of course, you can run like a Goku. That secondary leader skill here with the Goku's Family, it's just too good, man. It's just too good. So run a ton of different combinations. This is really what I really love about Go Bros here. And you can run 8 Super Battle Roads with 4 Extreme Super Battle Roads. So one better than Kamehameha, so giving that additional advantage there. And so look at the combination. You got the Tapion combination, you got a Goku combination, you got the Tech Eraser Gohan with the Bomku combination, UI Goku, Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken. A ton of different combinations. You can even go the Beerus, Whis, and Vados combo. You can do an Android combination if you wanted to. So the diversity and the bench is so good. The flexibility is top tier, right? For 170, the best flexible top tier 170 team that you can run Siblings Bond and Goku's Family. So if you want to run Go Bros as a main, you can run something like this. You can run a Quintuple support. This is a kind of a crazy team you can run, right? 5 supports on one team, all work fairly well, and then you can just have Go Bros just go crazy with his additional attacks, right? And yes, Goku Super Saiyan 4 LR is not as relevant as it used to, and that's why he's kind of just in the back burner here. But I did combine the 2 leaders here. But yeah, Go Bros getting better and better over time. However, Super Saiyan 4 Goku LR, not so much. So if you want to do a LR GT, or sorry, GT Legendary Goku event, here's the team that I ended up using. Fairly easy. You just have to watch out for GoPros getting supered at the end. That's pretty much about it. But everything else is either damage mitigation or stacking. And you can use some other units here as well that can make it a lot easier for GoPros, especially this unit here that can do some support, right? So anyway, so there you have it. Number 2 still. You guys probably still call me biased on here, and that's gonna be GoPros and Siblings Bond and Goku's family. So anyway, coming number 1, still at number 1. It's because it has the best unit in the game for global at this point in time, pre-6-year anniversary, and that's really LR Super Vegito. He's just so good. Battle of Wits, Majin Buu Saga. Majin Buu Saga has a huge category. 7 Super Battle, yes, is 1 less than GoPros and Kamehameha. But man, it can do Extreme Super Battle Road fairly easily. It can crush Legendary Goku event. It can do World Tournament. So all good stuff here. You can run this team. You can run this team. You can run a full Super Vegito team, or not Super Vegito, a Vegito team. Probably the best Vegito team you can run is with this right here. You can run a Buu team, right? So this is a Buu team that you can run, an HP team. And multiple different ways of doing a Legendary Goku event. You can do it this way. You can do the fun way. This is a very fun way of doing it. Putting a bunch of physical units here. Some of these stack, and then you're doing the Piccolo Vegito Blue combination, or you can use Super Vegito as well. That's when you're actually looking at the looking at where the super attacks are and trying to dodge that. So a little RNG. If you can get past the strength stage for the Legendary Goku event GT, you're gonna be fine. So or you're gonna run it something like this. Anyway, there you have it. So coming in number 1 is LR Super Vegito. Battle Wits Majin Buu Saga. It was hard to dethrone this one, even with the upgrades for GoPros and for Kamehameha. It was just it didn't ring to me that it did take over Super Vegito as the number 1 spot for the best team here. So anyway, here are the final listings here. So take a snapshot here. All this will absolutely change after the 6-year anniversary, because Master UI Goku and Evolution Vegeta, they're on a lot of different teams, thus upgrading some and gonna drop off a few. So anyway, with that, I was hoping that this would take less than 20 minutes, but it went a little bit over here. So again, with that, if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. Do you agree, disagree with my rankings? Feel free to comment. Love to hear you guys' comments on there. And anyway, thank you all for watching. Kind of a quasi-June, but more pre-6-year anniversary best teams on global. Again, thank you for watching. Keep on Dokkaning. We'll catch you next time. Later.